Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Reverend Leah, and this morning's prayer is focused on seeing through the eyes of God. And I found a beautiful passage in the Science of Mind textbook by Ernest Holmes that I'd like to read. But first, let's just close our eyes for a moment. Let's just take a breath. Just breathing in the beautiful light of the morning, a new day. Just allowing that breath to bring you into your center, into this present moment, this present time, wherever you find yourself in your home, whatever is going on in your life. Know that this is a sacred time, a time filled with love, with light, with peace, with harmony, with grace. And so whatever came before this moment, we let that go. And we allow the breath to bring us into this sacred moment, this sacred time together. So Ernest Holmes said, "Let us learn to see as God must, with a perfect vision. Let us seek the good and the true and believe in them with our whole heart. Even though every person we meet is filled with suffering and limitation, appears at all sides, we cannot afford to believe in imperfection for a single second. To do so is to doubt God. It is to believe in a power apart from God, to believe in another creator. Let us daily say to ourselves, perfect God within me, perfect life within me, which is God, come forth into expression through me as that which I am. Lead me ever into the paths of perfection and cause me to see only the good." So let's move into prayer, focusing on seeing through the eyes of the divine, through the eyes of God. And so in this sacred moment, we recognize that presence and that power of God that is found and contained in all things, in every situation, every circumstance, through every breath, through every step, through everything we see through our eyes. All of it contains that unending force of love in life that is God. It is found in every living being, in every tree, and every rock, and every cloud, in every blade of grass. That divine essence of God moves, emanates. It is a light in the world. And that light is who we are. We are connected to that presence. We can never, ever be separated from that presence, for it vibrates through every cell, through every fiber of our being. As we breathe, God breathes. And as we move through life with every step, it is God taking every step. As we look out into the world, as we see all that is going on, all that is happening, both good and bad, it is God. God is there in the midst of the darkness and in the light. We see through the lens of the divine. We see the face of God in every person. Our heart opens and allows us to connect with that divine essence in all things. As we begin our day today, we practice seeing the God in all. In every situation, although we may not understand what is happening, we may feel sad, we may feel the suffering of humanity, we recognize that that light and that presence of God is contained in every situation. We trust the unfolding. We know that the highest and best is unfolding for every person on this planet, for every situation on this planet, for every leader on this planet. And we feel that as we hear these words, we feel that in the center and core of our very being. That spark of divine light is who we are, and it is contained in all things. And for that knowing, we give thanks. We feel gratitude in our heart for this knowing, for this declaration of truth. To be reminded of this truth. And we go out into our day this beautiful morning, holding that truth in our heart, seeing through the eyes of God, practicing that, feeling the essence and the love and the joy of that truth. And in any moment when we return back to feeling the suffering of the world, we are able to be reminded of this truth, and we return. We return to our heart, and we feel that power and that presence. And we then see through the eyes of God. And so, with gratitude in our hearts, we let this go. We release it. We hand it over to the divine that always says yes. And we together ground this in together by saying, and so it is. Amen. Have a blessed day, everyone. Know that you are loved. Until next time.